welcome to Anglo-Saxon Jeopardy. I am Dawn, your host, and today we have 5 categories: history, social norms, literary style, culture, and vocabulary, and 1 bonus. We have 3 contestants: Ashley as the onion, Jared as the tomato, and Shivani as the eggplant. Okay, we're gonna start with Shivani. What would you like?
I would like history for 200.
History for 200. This event marks the end of Anglo-Saxon time period.
What is the Norman conquest of 1066 AD?
Okay. Norman conquest of 1066 AD. Correct. Okay, Ashley?
Can I have vocabulary for 300?
Vocabulary for 300. What is litotes?
An ironic understatement?
An ironic understatement. That is correct. Jared?
Can I have literary style for 200?
Literary style for 200. 1/3 of Beowulf is made up of which literary device?
Kennings?
Kennings. Kennings is correct.
An example of Kennings would be railroad
For what?
for the sea, or bone house for your body. So,
Good explanation. Next is Shivani.
Can I have vocabulary for 200?
Can you?
May I please have vocabulary for 200?
Yes, you may. What is word?
Word is fate.
Fate, she says. Okay. Concept of fate and destiny. I guess that's correct. You didn't put destiny, but you know, it's okay. I'll give you that one. Next is Ashley.
Can I have social norms for 200?
Social norms for 200. How were women treated during this time?
Were they treated well?
Were they treated well? No, they were not treated well. Let me tell you why. Women were not able to own property, and they were oppressed, and they would write about this in poems and things like that. Sorry, Ashley. You'll get them next time. Okay, next is Jared.
social norms for 300?
Social norms for 300. What is this thing?
Is it what they ate?
What they ate. Okay. Let's see. Is it what they ate? It is not what they ate. actually a mixture of a code that they actually originally had, and then they mixed it with the new code, and it became one. That is what it is.
That's pretty cool.
Okay, next we have Shivani.
May I have history for 300?
History for 300. This Christian monk completed the ecclesiastical history of the English people in 1731 AD.
Who is the Venerable Bede?
Who is the Venerable Bede? The Venerable Bede is correct. Good job.
Yeah.
What
So-
did Venerable Bede write about?
The Venerable Bede wrote a lot about the conversion to Christianity that the Anglo-Saxons went through. He didn't live during the time of St. Augustine the Lesser, so a lot of people question the credibility of whether or not he actually wrote credible things, but he wrote what he knew.
Good job. Okay. Next is Ashley.
Can I have culture for 200?
Culture for 200. What are 4 key elements in the Anglo-Saxon culture?
What is language, social structure, gender, and seems like really is a structure. And oh no. Ah. Pass.
Okay.
Would,
Jared?
What is language, social structure, gender, or gender norms, and values and beliefs?
Language, social structure, gender, what else?
Values and beliefs.
Values and beliefs. Is that correct? Yes, it is correct.
what were some values and beliefs during this time period?
During this time period, the values and beliefs, again, like Shivani said, about how Christianity was starting to come up, and it was replacing paganism as the dominant religion. And so those are some of the values and beliefs that were going on, like shifting around through the Anglo-Saxon period.
Thank you, Ashley. Next is Jared.
Literary style for 400.
Literary style for 400?
Mhm.
Okay. How was Beowulf structured?
It was structured squarely.
Squarely, he says. So, as in this box right here?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see if that is correct. Oh. Cyclical. It was the shape.
Do you know why?
I think it was structured cyclically because of the way it had the 4 funerals or the 4 lays, and how it also had the 3 battles, and it started one and then it ended the same way, and so it goes in a circle that way.
Thank you. Shivani.
May I have vocabulary for 400?
Vocabulary for 400. What is Britwalda?
British ruler or king.
A British ruler or king. That
So-
is correct.
So the first king to convert to Christianity was King Ethelbert, who is also King of Kent. They wore crowns similar to these that portrayed the cross at the top and diamonds and jewels on the sides.
Thank you. Good example. Very creative. Next is Ashley.
Can I have culture for 500?
Yes, you can. Were women allowed to own property?
No.
No. Oh, straight to the point. Okay. No.
Why not?
I mean, what makes women so different in that time period that they couldn't own property?
Actually, as Dawn had said earlier, women were very oppressed during the Anglo-Saxon time period. They were treated as if very dependent on the man, and they were sometimes even considered property of the man. So for example, whenever a woman would get married, all her belongings would not go to her. They would actually go to her new husband. So during this time period, Anglo-Saxon women were very oppressed. They were not allowed to have property or any kind of rights.
Thank you. Jared?
Can I have vocabulary for 100?
Vocabulary for 100. What is Vergil?
What is man price? Or man price?
Man price. Okay. Man price is correct.
Didn't they have the concept of war guild in Beowulf?
Oh yes. Where when Grendel came in to basically try to destroy Beowulf's clan, and he was able to get away with it because he's not part of their society, so he has no man price to give. He can't like, you can't kill him because he's not part of your society, and he can just go and do whatever he wanted.
But his mother, if you remember, his mother demanded a man price for her son's slaughter. Just adding to what you said.
In other words, an eye for an eye.
There you go.
Makes the whole world blind.
Power to you, girl.
Next we have Shivani.
May I have history for? Actually, no. May I have social norms for 400?
Yes, you may. What were the punishments used for individuals who decided to break the codes?
Their heads, fingers, and arms were chopped off. Alright, let's start again.
The removal of body parts. That is correct. Next, Ashley.
Can I have literary style for 100?
Yes. What is Beowulf?
An epic poem?
An epic poem. That is correct.
Do you guys remember how many lines it has?
3,182.
You got it.
Yeah.
Okay, next, Jared.
Culture for 300.
Culture for 300. What major belief shift happened during the Anglo-Saxon period?
So I would say from paganism to Christianity.
From paganism to Christianity. That is correct.
Also, earlier we had a question about fate or word, and I forgot to mention that fate is something that does not appear in paganism like it does in Christianity. In paganism, it's kind of like what happens, happens, but in Christianity, correct me if I'm wrong, it's the opposite.
So, with fate or word, it's that whatever happens, happens. It was your destiny or it was your fate for that to happen. However, the Christian belief talked about how you could live life with God on your side, and that it was basically
You could change your fate. Like
You
it's
could
not,
change your
it's
fate.
not set like one deal. You go down a straight road. You can change. You can go in different directions. You can choose like by the decisions you make, like where you're headed.
Okay. So I had the right idea, I just switched up the words.
Okay, thank you.
Next is Shivani.
Oh, may I have... Oh no, I did go.
Can I have history for 100?
History for 100. The event marks the beginning of this event, marks the beginning of the Anglo-Saxon time period.
End of the Roman rule?
End of the Roman rule. That is correct. Next.
Could I have literary style for 300?
Literary styles for 300. Which type of poems honor, mourn, and honor/mourn the deceased?
Elegiac, I don't know how to say it, elegiac poetry.
Elegiac poetry. That is correct. Next, Shivani.
Oh, may I have culture for 100?
Culture for 100. What was the vernacular language during the Anglo-Saxon period?
What is Old English?
What is Old English? That is correct. This is Ashley.
Can I have vocabulary for 500?
Vocabulary for 500. What is a shop?
What is a poet?
A poet. That is correct. Next is Jared.
Can I have literary style 500?
Literary style 500. And what work was the conversation of paganism to Christianity recorded?
I think this was kind of mentioned before. Bede's ecclesiastical history of the English people.
B's ecclesiastical history of the English people. Okay. That is correct. Next is Shivani.
May I have history for 400?
History for 400. This event marks the first record of Vikings in history.
What is the sack of Lindisfarne in 793 AD?
Sack of Lindisfarne? Okay. Sack of Lindisfarne. That is correct.
So what happened during the sack of Lindisfarne in
Um,
783?
So basically, they raided the kingdom of Lindisfarne. If you go today, it's a bunch of ruins. There are a bunch of ruins there as a result of what the Vikings did. This is just what the Vikings. This is a helmet that they wore, and they were a Norwegian and Danish people. The king. There was a king, King Alfred, who made peace with the Vikings and let them have their own land called Danelaw.
Thank you. Next is Ashley.
Can I have culture for 400?
Culture for 400. Describe how comitatus worked in this society.
Was it loyalty between the social classes?
Loyalty between the social classes. That is correct. Jared?
Can I have history for 500?
In 597 AD, this missionary was sent to the kingdom of Kent to convert Anglo-Saxons to Christianity by the Pope Gregory the Great.
So that's St. Augustine the Lesser?
St. Augustine the Lesser. That is correct. Next.
May I have social norms for 500?
Yes, you may. What determined how wealthy someone was during this time?
Pass.
Pass. Ashley?
Can you repeat the question?
What determined how wealthy someone was during this time?
The amount of land they owned?
The amount of land they owned. That is correct. Okay. And Jared?
I guess I have to have social norms for 100.
Okay. Who was at the top of the social hierarchy during this time?
Was it the kings and lords? Not the band.
Kings and lords. That is correct. Oh, look at there. We have a three-way tie. So we have a bonus question for 500.
Whoever answers first.
Whoever answers first. What was the historical event that occurred in Beowulf? Jared! Oh, first hand up.
Was it King Helax's raid into Frisia?
King Helax's raid into Frisia. Oh, look at there! Jared, you got it correct. You have won the game. Woo!
Okay.
So, hello, Miss Varghese.
Hi, Miss Varghese.
Not Miss Doctor.
Dr.
Dr.
Varghese.
Well, I guess we hope you enjoyed our Jeopardy game and our video.
And our website.
And our class in general. And we hope that you are at home resting, doing great things with your new baby. And
Yeah, we all hope you're well, doing great things.
We can't wait to see you at the final.
Yeah.